On play action, Hurts. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. He's got his man. It's Harrison. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. They'll come up here, first and 10.
First and 10.
Here's Hurts.
7-yard line.
Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he'll take this one in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
The kick is good. Makes the score Eagles 14, Vikings nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Price now to return it. Good returns as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
On second down, here's McCarthy. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Hurts to the air on first down. Moving to his right. Taking off. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
From the 38 now, here's second and 6. Hurts to throw. On the run to the right. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Throwing here on first and 10 is the pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This has been a first half to forget on their offensive side of the ball. It just seems like it's been a snowball effect. Bad plays are leading to even worse plays, and that sack being the largest setback in the game that's been full.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On third and long, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
And he'll get something there on the return, and he'll take this back to the 20-yard line. On first down, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
First and 10.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
Second and short. Normally this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield, but in this case they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
On first down, it's Hurts. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Now Hurts. Open man downfield is Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's another
Big-time play with Hurts and Brown. 35 yards.
The 12-yard line.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10. Hurts now. Over the middle, it's Harrison. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 6-yard line.
Great. Set.
Hurts again. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
To the air again, Hurts. And he'll take it on in. David Njoku, touchdown Eagles. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Vikings nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off the Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Price now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Project, this ain't what you want.
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Here comes third and 6.
Brings up third and 6.
To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. 17 yards, the gain there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
27 more yards.
A gain there of 27 yards.
First down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. In those toughness, the receiver couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
To the outside, he's got Jefferson. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and
he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
Jalen Hurts sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
To throw on second down is Hurts. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up Third down.
Sets up a third down.
For whatever
and
reason,
18.
when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up third and real long.
So we reached the intermission. It was been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end Goddard. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
That's good.
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's to the left side. Taken in by Harrison. He's to the 15. And he will go all the way. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Price now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no down. Third down. 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Minnesota.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
They're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Let's go. White wing. 70 Lion. 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
First and 10.
On play action, here's McCarthy. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored.
He kicks this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A second down throw for Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Covers very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
18 yards on the connection. Good for an Eagles first down.
And an Eagles first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Again, Hurts.
An Eagle first down.
Off route, right side, taken by Njoku. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's a gain of 16. His offense is humming. A first down.
16 yards. First down, Eagles.
Hurts will try it again. He's got it at the 7. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
4 more yards.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw with a pass. Is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Marvin Harris Jr. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jake Elliott.
That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Elliott good on the extra point. And the Eagles will extend this third quarter lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. Chance backs to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
To throw is McCarthy. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked up set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll move the pocket here. No chance at all. He'll go down. Dallas Turner getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Second down.
On second down, Hurts. Pass complete there to Harrison. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
23 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Hurts. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's into the end zone yet again. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Eagles. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles add on to their already sizable lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go. Ready, go. Go.
On first down, here's McCarthy. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dreams. A pick 6 for touchdown. The defense is